writers in Hollywood better understand the script that they're writing by Z-metting them on their own manuscript, helping them kind of contemplate the issues of their work a little bit differently. So there's a lot of neat ways you can use it. I mean, it's a psychotherapy interview process, basically. And just like that helps patients uncover who they are and help them better get better guidance in life. It can do the same thing for a business person or a marketer or a student, whatever the case is. So,
right.
Yeah, it's a neat use.
And that's very important in today's world. We actually have that problem in Sweden that a lot of youth don't believe in themselves. So we actually try to give them tools for believing more in themselves and knowing who they are. Because we have a lot of youth unemployment, as the rest of Europe. So that is a very current topic for us. That's why we thought this would be very interesting.
Yeah.
So, the question would be, like you said, application,
Yeah. And that's where we have to figure out, again, just kind of managing time commitments here and the realities. We can't do a full study.
Right.
In a sense, the ZMET interview itself, that 2-hour interview process, is really a highly specialized one. As you might imagine, it's not something that, we can do over an hour phone call with you to train you, and then you can interview students, nor do you want to spend a 2-hour interview with 45 students, probably. But so it's one of those kind of things where the expertise, that's one of the limitations here, the expertise to do this actual interview kind of resides here. We do have some global partners, but none in Sweden at the moment, so it makes it a little, the easiest would be if we had someone nearby and we could send them up for a couple days to spend some time with the students. But James and I and the four of us here were kind of brainstorming a little bit out loud with each other last week and thinking there might be some way, short of doing a 2-hour, we have Skype, which is great, so we can do some sort of, interaction as, we've done Skype interviews in the past for our clients as well. They're not as good as being in person, but they work quite well, actually. So there might be some opportunities there, but we'd have to figure out, if you notice from the movie and what you might have seen about the ZMET Online, it all starts with sort of, some sort of picture collection exercise. And so in this case with Morgan, we asked him to collect 5 to 7 pictures that best express who he is as a person. I imagine doing something quite similar with the students, asking them to collect images or, metaphors that express who they are. And that's where it gets into, well, how do we help them do that and then articulate that to, to the members, or how do we turn that into some sort of project, knowing that we're not going to be able to do 45 2-hour interviews with each of them, So we were thinking we could pick 1 or 2 students as a case study and do a Skype interview, or we could try to maybe do, have students collect 1 image or 2 images that best describe who they are. It's not quite as robust as 5 to 7, but it helps them kind of narrow down in their own head what that one key defining attribute about them is, or, so there's some good in doing that too. And then maybe do, a 5-minute interview with, each of these pictures takes about 5 to 10 minutes to do.
Okay.
So there might be some way where we can have, a lot of students, or all of the students ideally, do a really small, a mini ZMET interview. And I guess some of that too would have to be you folks afterwards somehow facilitating some conversations. And again, we only have another couple minutes of where we've thought out things, then we can kind of open it up to brainstorm. But we were thinking if we did some sort of Skype broadcast to the classroom to start off this assignment, talk about maybe some of the tenets of ZMET, some of the kind of theory behind it, why it's important to them as students or as people, and then give them their assignment, whatever that assignment is. Maybe they could go off and do it. We could figure out some sort of way in a manageable amount of time to do some sort of ZMET exercise with them. Each of those students takes 10 minutes with one of our interviewers over the course of a week, and we do a very quick, study of that. And then at the end, we could come back in. Hopefully, they could come back in and create some sort of paper on it or something like that, and we could come back in and give some input too. But beyond that, we haven't thought much further.
Well, that's
managing the realities of time with the interest
yeah.
all things, if it wasn't the realities of it, we'd send the whole team over there and spend, a few weeks with the students doing ZMET interviews and really helping them make sense of it. But
well, I mean, hey, you've reached out far enough by doing that. Sounds amazing.
yeah.
I think it's true. I mean, I could limit it to one class of 24 students as well. I don't have to take a whole 45. I could take 24 just with one class, and sort of, that class can share the experiences with the other class. I mean, that's definitely doable as well.
Okay, and that might even help logistically also. I mean, that would certainly be half the time like that. Caroline, or Elaine, you were going to say something?
Yes, I was thinking, because speaking to you, there's this, the aim of the study. On one hand, you were speaking about sort of a personal brand for these students to use as they approach, work life and their future. And on the other hand, it was this, the interest in sort of the self-image and them as a collective. I mean, if the personal brand thing would sort of call for 24 individual reports. But is it more the focus on the self-image and the collective metaphors? And I'm just trying to figure out what the aim of the study here, because it seems to be...
For me, in terms of the individual security issue, I think it would definitely be the first. In terms of finding out who they are, so that they can gain this confidence, and that they can go out feeling more secure about who they are themselves, and thus lead a hopefully more confident persona as they go out into the Swedish society, if you will.
Because the problematic with that is that then we're talking about 24 individual reports. It's a difference. Unless I've misunderstood it completely. Lindsay, what did you say? I mean, could you base sort of results and reports from just a short 20-minute interview with someone?
Well, I mean, all of this is going to be some sort of compromise with reality, but I think if you can get the students to think at least a little bit differently, which I know we could in 10 or 15 minutes, at least a little bit differently about themselves, or something they've already known about themselves, but talk about it in a deeper, different way, I think that would be beneficial to all of those students. And I envision the group aspect of it would be them sharing their experiences. It doesn't matter that they have different attributes that define them. To me, the collective exercise would be them all sharing what they learned about themselves, whether what I learned about myself is that I'm very determined, what you learned about yourself is that, you tend to, want to be a social connector. Whatever these things are, I think and that would be, I think, what I'm imagining, Trevor, you folks in your class, having a class or two guiding that discussion, just using the data we collected, guiding that discussion to help students kind of talk through some of these issues. A student could raise their hand and say, oh, I had a similar attribute like that I was talking about. I had this image here to talk about that. So to me, it's like the group learning that comes from the individual experience, I suppose.
Yeah, very good.
And I wouldn't see us, I don't think we can't do 24 individual reports.
No.
I mean, it's not hard for us, for each of those, if we did 5 to 10 minutes on those students, that's doable. We could have, each student set up a time where each student does a 10-minute Skype ZMET with us on their picture they collect. We can take quick notes on each of those 24 students. I mean, we're not going to have to spend hours and hours analyzing it, but we can do a quick recap of, each student's image, what they talked about, and, share it back with them in that sense.
I was thinking...
Also, we could create some... we could do a similar exercise to the collective exercise that the students are doing, so we wouldn't produce 24 individual reports, but we could say, well, we see 3 different mindsets among this group of students, and those mindsets are A, B, and C.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I was thinking, is it a good idea to actually we can do a process documentary from our media program on all of the process, and maybe connect with social media and some YouTube clip and do a filming of this. Is that a good idea?
I think that would be great. I mean, that's one of the things we were thinking. One of the nice things we'd get out of this is having. We do a newsletter in the industry. It's a pretty well-respected newsletter, and it's not a newsletter telling people how great we are. It's a newsletter really it's an educational piece. The clients actually look forward to this, and we draw from other stories out there in the media. We get other people to come in and participate in the newsletter.